There's one of the few.
Record.
Go ahead.
We gotta end sincerity soon.
Okay, thank God. Yeah. Oh, let's.
We'll finish up, but
Okay,
we'll
yeah.
have to end. We'll have to end the sincerity right soon.
Yeah. Like that's the psychedelics in the right circumstances can like be okay. Like in that sense, like I just when you're like 20 or 19 and you're going to college, you think you need somebody or everybody's permission to like do something, or you like it's or
at least not if not permission, then at least their like stamp of approval.
Yeah, like, or, you just should tell yourself, oh, like, I'm 18, if I should have started playing guitar earlier, it's too late for me now, like, it's like, dude, yeah, well, yeah, like, it's, you live your life until you die, like, so...
You can live it by other people and what they say, or...
Fucking get busy playing, get busy dying.
Goddamn right.
Get busy playing Smoke on the Water, or get busy dying,
God damn it.
Yeah, and
goddamn playing guitar for goddamn 5 years.
And like one more sort of sincere belief of mine is like this thing is kind of like on and on is this concept of outcome independence as far as your passions and your creative endeavors. So what that means is like you need to pursue your goals, creative endeavors, and your enjoyment and fulfillment from them has to be completely divorced from whatever the outcome of them is. So it's all about the act of doing it itself and like learning it, and like so just you're making music, you don't get 1,000 listeners your first day like you wanted when you dropped your album on Facebook. Like, so, oh boy, I should just quit music. It's like, no, that's like you dropped your album, okay, it didn't do as well as you want, so
I didn't
like
get 1,000
who gives a
listens
fuck,
because I haven't promoted it anywhere yet.
I shared
fucking quit.
I shared it on. I was on Reddit. We Are the Music Makers, and all those guys steered me wrong. How could I have known? Dude, those the big. Oh my God, I'll tell you what. That's for me the controversial section of ethical non-monogamy Reddit is just as disturbing as the regular section of We Are the Music Makers.
Dude, We Are the Music Makers.
It is the most.
We Are the Music Makers is almost like fucking like local terrorism.
Bro,
they're causing a jihad on any person who wants they want to make music and they're looking for help online.
They're crazy. Like yeah, it's
they completely cripple anyone. Fucking.
They all have this idea of like you got to get a Spotify playlist and you got to like have your thing. Like it's like. Don't
talking to people.
Guess what, guys? I did it. I quit my job and I'm gonna pursue making music full time for a living. And what kind of MIDI controller should I get, and what program should I get?
What type of 2-channel interface should I get?
Yeah. Where do professional beat makers get their industry sample packs from? Does anybody have any links on any industry sample packs, like for that, like people like Metro Boomin, like the insider only sample packs that like
how about
so much better than
Timbaland?
the sample packs that like we have as plebeians.
Does anyone have a nice Timbaland?
Dude, like yeah,
Dude,
it's like I need an 808 that's buzzy
that's
suckier.
and chunky.
It needs to go. How do you make this sucking sound on the drum?
Upload an audio file of them making the sound.
Like not even. They just like so many of them is like. How do you get this synth sound on this thing? And like,
dude, they're a bunch of retards in there.
They're like, here's the thing is that they're I don't know, they're in it for the wrong reasons. A lot of them, and because it's almost no people on there are like concerned with like getting better and shit. Like they're like it's so many posts like why should I even go on? I've been music, nobody listens to me. And
no one likes my songs.
Yeah, I don't interact with the music scene in general or have any sort of inroads. And
I released my first album EP 2 weeks ago. Why don't I have a girlfriend?
I announced it a month ahead of time.
And I announced it a month ahead of time. I had 40 likes.
how do you get into the new curated Spotify playlist? Now, I'm afraid that I like lots of different kinds of music, so I'd like to experiment different genres, but I'm afraid that could like make my image too confusing and unmarketable. And everybody's like, you should make only one type of song over and over again if you want to gain an audience.
You want to be known.
Yeah, you don't want to confuse people by making too many different kinds of songs.
Because then they'll be like, well, there's like 8 Franks over
it's
here.
Like,
How the hell am I going to know which Franks?
how do I even know what this guy looks like if he's playing a guitar in one and he's rapping over a beat?
Obviously not the same guy.
No, this is crazy.
How can he be a rapper if he's a guitar player?
I don't remember his name now.
Well, I don't even think I want to listen to his fucking album anymore. I'm just going to delete it.
No, I don't even remember who he is. Guys, how did you make his synth sound?
Listening back to Joji, how do I get his fucking snare?
Does anybody feel like no matter how hard they try, their music is just terrible, and like they're getting into it, and then they go back and listen, and they hate it, and they go back to the old like releases, and it's like, oh, it's so bad.
Does anyone know how I can make my voice sound like I'm in a big church? Some fucking like basic retard shit.
Yeah, it's shit that's so basic it's hard to even answer. Which, when I was beginning, I had these questions. Believe me, I wanted to know how the fuck the OCs and how Fucking Ocean sounded the way they do. And guess what? I didn't go asking the faggots at Reddit who I know of one thing. I was on Reddit for about 10 years by that point, and one thing I knew is
never ask.
No, and never ask because they don't know shit.
No, fuck they don't.
And they speak with such authority.
If they knew shit, they wouldn't be fucking gatekeeping Reddit.
If they knew shit, they wouldn't be on We Are the Music Makers. Like,
dude, We Are the Music Makers has got to be the most.
I go on there.
Fucking,
oh god,
are they like genuinely like up their own asses, thinking that they're
so
the
many
music?
Of them are so
fucking
conceited, like and like are so like I don't know. It's like it's people who they just got weird views on music. They don't care. Like they're not passionate about music.
No,
they think like like making beats is cool, or like they
Yep.
And which of course I got into music too, so I would have some sort of inroad to like human interaction and connection on some level, and like also
dude, I started making beats to look cool online.
I mean, that's
get black friends.
But here's the thing, like exactly, and guess what? It worked.
It worked.
Because
in fact, now I have too
so
many.
Fucking good. They're just so that my beats fucking rule. Well, that's the thing is like they get so hung up on the weirdest little things about it. Like they get hung up on everything but the music itself a lot of times. It's like, how do I make this exact sound that this guy's making?
Oh, I remember like right when I started doing shit.
I'm gonna pull up some live. You keep going.
Yeah, it was like the fucking it was like the first second semester of Webster, where it was like I had the bug hardcore to get into it, but I was I start trying to make a beat, and then I'm like, I don't like how this kick sounds, and I don't like this project anymore. Yeah, and I had so many fucking half-started beats.
There's nothing wrong with that, but like, it's the people who are like
who allow that to disown.
Yeah, it's the people who let like it's once like we're talking about the defeatist attitude, and like they're completely outcome dependent because their whole purpose and like love of music rides on them getting recognition and like noticed for being good and doing some good, and they're mad when they're not immediately making killer beats and shit. Like that saying is like most songs, especially when you're getting into songwriting, like I tried writing songs for like 5 years before I even came up with one that I like thought was worth even making a song. It's you work on a long time. It takes but the thing is you don't go run.
You got fucking
run into crying on Reddit and like just
you got 8 notebooks, don't you, of songs that end in perfect rhymes.
Bro,
I'm the dog, I ride my hog, me and my bitch.
Bro,
something itch.
Perfect rhymes. You're.
But it's only 2 rhymes in a row that are perfect and completely.
Yeah, and
it's almost insane.
Every line is about being as sad as you could be too. That's
tight.
That's things like, it. Oh yeah, like okay, where are the music? Let's see what they're. Let's see.
What these knuckleheads is there a live chat? What do they got?
They a weekly feedback thread. You know what? I know you could. You don't even have to do controversial or anything. You just like go and start just looking at the post. Like, let's see. Okay, you can go ahead and talk a little for me. Here we go. Does anyone have some advice when recording vocals? I'm recording vocals with a friend. When I sing outside a recording session, I feel like I hit the tones and have a lot of intensity and volume. but when I get in the recording room, one word, and get the headset on and mic in front of my face, it just feels weird. I feel disconnected to the music, and it ends up with me missing tones, being flat and often rushing through the lyrics. Can anyone offer any advice? Super amateur, but very eager. And like, not hating on you for being
My
an
man's
man.
missing tones, bro.
I'm not hating on you for being an amateur, man, but like,
But you gotta hit them tones, bro.
but bro, you just got like it's the opposite of what Alan, like Iverson, like you gotta practice, man.
You gotta
like,
practice.
you gotta just that thing. You just gotta keep at it. Okay.
We're talking about practice. You gotta practice, dude.
Okay. Let's see.
What were we talking about? The fellowship.
You know, I have a hard time going back.
We don't have to go back. I just don't want to. As long as you can remember it.
Of course.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So yeah, you know, we were basically like there's the build up to that. There's no way to build back up to it without sounding like.
All right, I'll do it. I can do this. Recently, I saw a post, Frank. I don't know if you saw this. I sent it to you, but you know how you like to ignore me all the time. You don't like to answer my calls or fucking texts.
Bro, I love when you call. I watch your thing there, and the whole time until it goes to answer machine on you.
Turn off the ringer. You just let it ring
I watch you wait for me to answer.
You got Adele's the ringtone. I must have called 1,000 times.
I start rubbing the outside of my pants.
Oh yeah, that's him.
Yeah. Oh my god.
All right, so I saw a post, and Demi Lovato has come out yet again as she, her. She's changing her pronouns from they, them back to she, her.
You know, welcome back to the fold, Demi.
Well, yeah.
You know?
Come on back, Demi.
Yeah, I guess I'll fuck you now.
I guess I'll fuck you. And that led Frank to just absolutely bodying me with
Oh yeah, so
they wraiths from
they were ring days.
Ring days from Lord of the Rings.
Okay, I gotta share a controversial opinion for that to make sense too, though. Say that they're much like you know, there's nobody who you can't find anybody who supported the Iraq War anymore.
Nope.
I think you're gonna have a hard time finding out where a lot of thems went in about 20 years. It's like there were a lot of you. Like, where are you now? And someone's
dude, it's gonna be like the great emo phase. They're just gonna fizzle out.
Except they're not even gonna have any sort of nostalgia for it. And they're not gonna be they them. It's gonna be like
What do you mean? They're gonna go from, instead of like seeing emo kids like bright neon colors and their weird haircuts, now it's their weird gay pastel colors and their weird haircuts. So they're the exact same thing almost. As an emo,
are they them? Or?
I
think they thems are like they're almost like.
Wait, you're going to tell me you don't see the connection between an elder emo and a they them, boo-hooing on MySpace, boo-hooing on Facebook, changing your name to Raw Girl of the X3D, changing your pronoun and name. They're the same people, dude.
The world's so confusing to me. I feel 100 years old. I don't know what anything is anymore. It's the world's so like absurd and like ridiculous that like you could tell me literally anything. Like, you know, when I found the Sissy Hypno subreddit, I was like, we've reached the event horizon. We've crossed the Rubicon into like complete absolute like just. The world makes no sense. Why are people doing this to themselves? Why are they trying to psyop themselves, hypnotize themselves into being gay, like through straight porn? Why do they want? They know it's happening and they want this. They desire this.
It's because they desire. That's what you desire.
That's what they
boy.
desire. They know. They're like, guys, and this one's like, has anybody? One person was like, has anybody ever tried like vaping with Sissy Hypno? I'm kind of worried about getting into vaping. Like vaping. Yeah, like you know.
Like what, with an elf bar? Just choking down fucking
They wouldn't
glue?
specify, but I assume, yeah, like they're
Choking
worried
up
about
blooms to Sissy
We're
Hypno?
about a little bit of nicotine when you're like psyoping yourself into sucking dicks, like, and getting your ass kicked in the middle. That's where all these loads lead. They go out in dresses and they try and and they go to the hood and try and I don't know, suck people's dicks and they get their ass kicked and then they're like, guys, it was amazing.
the best.
These people it's almost like those survivors of the Donner Party that were completely feral that they just had to put down. Like we can't
Rolling
take these
pin?
people back.
Yeah.
They can't,
I thought you were talking about
no, I'm talking
rolling
about the
pin
people who
road.
were like in a pit of blood.
Yeah, and they're like, no,
people,
we gotta
and the
finish them
completely
here.
feral. Yeah, it's like these people can't come. These can't come back to real society with us.
You can't break and then come back.
No, like I mean, look, maybe if you can sissy hypno yourself into it, you can mask. You can straight hypno out of it.
Yeah, you can straight hypno
Bro,
back.
but look,
well, that I've heard tell of if it's just crossing some wires. It's just like plugging in your distortion pedal and unplugging your distortion pedal. You just rewire your brain and then you just gotta hypnotize. It's like
it's like the phase button on my guitar.
Yeah, it's like hypnoptizing yourself out of smoking cigarettes and then hypnotizing yourself back into smoking cigarettes.
That's like it's more like I don't know. It's like hypnotizing yourself into sucking dicks and then and then just
never mind.
and then being like, why am I still unhappy?
Yeah, I don't get this. Nothing's making me
TikTok and Reddit
happy.
said that this is why I didn't feel comfortable in my own skin. It's because I wanted to get beat up and suck people's dicks.
Because I want to suck all dicks.
But I still get uncomfortable during social situations, and I'm bad at small talk.
I've been jerking off to this for months, and I still can't talk to my boss in short
like,
drives.
Why do I even try anymore? If Sissy Hypno can't help me and make me happy, and
what's the fucking point?
Yeah. What how do you even go on when
this world will never be better?
Is Hypno not working quite on anybody else? It's like I've been watching Sissy Hypno for a year now, but
I watch Sissy Hypno, and sometimes
I still wince at the sight of a dick.
Well, sometimes Sissy Hypno doesn't work on me because my fucking hypnotist never shows up. He just won't show up, so I'm stuck here watching gay porn. Fuck.
Dude, that's
you gotta have a guy come over.
That's analog.
You're feeling
that's analog Sissy Hypno.
Sissy.
That is analog Sissy Hypno right there. But straight up boots on the ground Sissy Hypno.
Yeah, dude, that's trench warfare. Sissy Hypno.
This stuff is. That's like literally.
We're talking about drone Sissy Hypno. This back then was
that was your grandpa's Sissy Hypno.
That was bare knuckle boxing.
You put take an ad out in the classifieds looking for some kind of gypsy hypnotist
to make me feel gay while I come.
Yeah, to make me a little lighter in the loafers.
I gotta feel like I got a little sugar in my tank while I jerk off.
Yeah, anybody know where the YMCA is? A place where I can meet some men, around my age. Some Christian men. But no, this stuff.
Young Christian men.
I mean, the Sissy Hypno stuff is.
I think it's because they're just jerking off to something so taboo than the norm of what they're supposed to that they'd almost newt immediately.
I feel like it's a fermented goon cave guy almost the goon cavers it's almost, I don't even know if it's the final form, but it's the next form from a goon caver.
It's definitely the evolution stage.
Yeah,
I thought Frieza was in his final form. That dude went gold in the new series, so they can keep going.
Let me let in your little secret. He'll keep having more forms.
There's another form.
There's always these things. When these runs out of forms, the Japs can write another one.
There will be another.
Yeah,
dude.
It's that fucking easy.
I was at a fucking concert. I was at a concert. I was at a house party show last night. You want to hit off this? Just a little one? Take a little hit for that. So the public had a show. It was they had this big house where there's 8 or 9 people living in this house, and it was 3 different bands that all lived in this house together, and they're all moving out. So they had this big house party and a concert in their backyard. I was the oldest cis-identifying, maybe only cis-identifying person. I was in this crowd. I'm looking around. I'm old as fuck. I'm a geezer. I'm completely out of place because I'm wearing just a plain colored t-shirt with a pocket. I'm not wearing some weird shit. And like literally the entire crowd just staring at me.
High-heeled sneakers. You put on fucking dinosaur.
Dude,
singing a song about making love to your drummer. Gay guitar pickers don't turn me on. We don't all get into Donna Summer. You happen to know any old Hank Williams songs? You see, I'm a dinosaur.
I'm a dinosaur. But no, I walked in. Dude, it was super weird. And like, I saw like our friend Shannon, and she was talking to one of her friends, and she was like, "Yeah, you are kind of older than everyone. How old are you?" I'm like, "I'm about to be 30."
How old are these people? Not that.
They're like 22, 23.
Bro, like, people are so, I don't know. That's not that, like,
when you were 22,
you're out of college and shit, right? Like it's all.
Well, some of them are still 18, I think.
Well, I mean, like,
but still, the fact it's like some of these kids, the idea that like they only hang out with kids their age, or like you remember when hanging out with someone the grade above you is like hanging out with the oldest person in the world.
Yeah, these are also the type of people who like think it's creepy for like a 27-year-old to date like a 22-year-old or something, or like, or like a, you know,
I think it's creepy for a 29-year-old,
a junior to date a junior in college to date a college freshman, which I'll die on that hill.
They think it's weird for a 29-year. They think it's weird for a 29-year-old to go to junior prom.
They think it's weird to fucking, you know,
They think it's weird that I'm applying to get a job at the Limited 2 in the dressing room section.
Yeah, like I'm into fucking piercings. I want to become a piercer.
Yeah, these people are getting worried that I'm applying for a job at Claire's to be your baby's ear piercer. I have no piercings on my body. I'm just here to puncture holes in your kid. Pop a few holes in that kid.
Yeah, you like you're about to do it, and you're like you close your eyes. It's like, sorry,
or you're just like rubbing your fingers up and down on their ear, going, "Your kid has a very nice lobe." Excuse me, ma'am. Your kid has a supple lobe.
And I love the ones that are connected to the head.
Do you want me to disconnect?
Just like my mother's.
Just like my mother's. She was a strong, firm, handsome woman. Not classically beauty, but a strong and handsome
She had
woman.
the jawline of a Sioux Indian.
A Sioux Indian
high
or
cheekbones
Jay
of Richard
Leno.
You know what I also think is, I think it's like we're just on like we're sketching on the car of being a millennial. There's still such a big difference between like we're chuggy and proud, but like the Gen Z guys, which I like Gen Z all right for the most part. They're kind of nihilists and kind of like most of them like don't give a fuck about anything, which is kind of cool, and some of them are kind of crazy, and I appreciate that. But the I don't know, like, I mean, even us now, like, and now like the generational gap is like pretty evident in a way that I don't think it was like in like other
I never
generations.
felt
Like we
I
just
never
the way we
felt
carry
it,
ourselves, the way we talk, the way we dress, the fact that we're not we don't have like an identity to we don't have a thing to come out as.
Yeah, and I don't even know what is our generation called.
We're millennials.
Because I don't focus on myself or things like that.
I don't either. Like,
shit's gay.
I mean, I've just know, like, I like taking interest in, like, it's just mostly this little gap. You know, we were born in '93.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about, dude.
Just how different
It's
they are.
the-
The kids
it's
who
the
like
craziest
never had
gap.
a life without sort of like
A
social
phone or
media.
internet,
Exactly.
yeah. Dude.
How fucking different. It's freaks me out, and
You never got yelled at to get off the fucking internet or get off the phone because your mom was on one or the other?
yeah, like, or even like
You know what a dial-up tone is? These kids don't even know dial-up,
We're
dude.
messing around with like smartphones in elementary school and shit, and like
Jailbreaking
like,
shit before you could even finger a
not even that,
girl.
you're just watching like Indian pedophile generated animation on YouTube over and over again, like, you know, finger people songs or whatever, and like, you know, just that's your development. Like, at least like, our shitty kids shows usually had some sort of like.
Well, what was crazy though, if we would get on the internet and we'd see that shit, we'd be like, damn, this is the internet. This is crazy. But people don't go, this is the internet. This is crazy. They just go, this is the world.
Well, yeah, exactly.
People fucking snakes. Have you seen that? Have you seen that dude put his dick in a snake pussy?
No.
Dude.
No, I have not. But
we don't make a party out of loving.
No, we don't. we don't, grow our hair all long and shaggy like the hippies down in San Francisco do.
We don't put our dicks inside of snakies.
We don't tell our mom that we are poly.
Just because she needed something to think about that day.
Just because we like to.
Dude, that is another thing. Why do you got to tell your parents I'm poly? Like, I'm having sex with a bunch of people.
Why
you got to talk to your parents about who you're having sex with?
Yeah, that's is like. Yeah.
My doctor dad never once gave me the birds and the bees. We don't talk about sex. We don't even look at each other and say that woman's hot, because then that means I know your penis is twitching in your pants thinking about it's gay. Mm-hmm. You're thinking about a woman, I'm thinking about your dick, that's gay.
You see, I mean, yeah, it's the sex, like, I remember I got, like, some, like, it was from this sex talk. It was a follow-up from the school one, which, my dad kind of just turned it into a joke and made a penis out of silly putty.
Yeah.
I remember, and, but the school one, it was an ingenious, like, Baptist.
It was at the elementary school?
Yeah. So, like, they rather than just, like, forbidding, like, making this forbidden fruit, like, no, you're not supposed to do this, they went so technical and so in the weeds that everything was a mile over our heads, and it was just so confusing. Like, you're looking at the diagram of, like, the cut in half profile of the body. I'm like,
you have no idea what the fuck you're looking at.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah,
that kind of looks like a penis, but who's this person, and what the hell do they got going on in there?
I can't even tell. Like, and you see the giant ovaries and like womb on stuff, and you think, like, is that shit on the outside?
Yeah, ew.
What the fuck, man? Ugh. It's like some kind of.
These bitches are gross, dude.
Yeah, they got some kind of mollusk or cephalopod down there. Like,
you got some sort of pouch.
And like, then you start to piece little things together, and it's like, okay, so you obviously, like, lay flat on top of each other like two 2x4s, mm-hmm. and the vagina is right where the penis is, and you just sort of stuff it in there because, it took me a while to realize that there was a pumping or thrusting aspect to it. And
like Will and the In-Betweeners, you're just like fucking stiff as a board.
Like, I mean, like it's like a sort of, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't understand it until I guess I started watching porn, unfortunately.
And then you're like, wow, there's angles.
It's like, this sucks.
It's
like,
that's awful.
Yeah, what the?
Why aren't they laying down?
Yeah, like how?
Why is
I was thinking every time I saw like a doggy style in a movie or something, I'm like, oh, damn, he's fucking her in the ass, huh?
Yeah, he's just all these girls. Just like
when I figured out about the ass, I originally thought that he was sort of stretching his penis all the way under her, back around, coming around the front, and I was like, shit, like
this dude's huge.
Yeah, huge and soft. To get that sort of bend on it. And is he trying to pull it out of her? What's he? Why is he tugging like that? I remember the dad from Modern Family in the Dawn of the Dead remake hitting someone from behind, and I was like, I think it was the first time I ever saw Doggy Style, and I was like, what the fuck
is
dude?
this?
Like how, this makes no sense with what I've gathered. Like there's the angle doesn't make sense. Like,
where is he
I'm
going?
Still thinking the vagina is like you could like walk into a woman, both of you standing up with a boner.
It just goes boom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like Leisure Suit Larry or something.
Dude, I got so pissed off when I found out the vagina was underneath. I'm like, man, how the hell am I gonna get my dick down there?
I saw you see some of that. And I'm like, whoa. First of all, where is it? And what's that little thing?
Yeah, what's that nipple on top of it?
A woman like pulling it apart, and it's like, ugh. It's like
Dude, you're just opening your guts at that point. To me, it was like somebody's seppukuing themselves.
I was literally like, I go crisscross applesauce, about to self-immolate like the Rage Against the Machine cover.
You just go full fire monk on them.
Yeah. And then, like, while all the other monks chat, a faggot has died, a faggot has died. Like,
Dude,
a Baptist faggot has died.
Baptist.
Yeah, they all, like, there's a bunch of other monks chanting, a Buddhist monk has died, as the guys just sitting there.
Really?
Yeah, burning. It was a whole planned protest. Like,
Damn.
self-immolation, I was reading the Wikipedia page for self-immolation. It's like burning yourself to death on purpose is like a message, and it's got a wild sort of history about it. Like, there's been guys who did it, and, like, nobody, like, nobody really realized what they didn't get their message across enough for people to realize what they did it for. And kind of, just
That dude just burned himself.
dude, yeah, like, and people want to, like, say, oh, like, don't self-immolate, but, like,
Dude, this guy
they want to
burned
cancel
himself.
the Dalai Lama for like supporting it if people want to do it. And it's like
This dude burned himself in front of the QT because he said the chocolate donuts weren't glazed all the way through. I get that. I'd burn myself too.
I've just about burnt myself in front of the QT when they reject my expired license for cigarettes. I was like,
I'm trying to get a fucking elf bar, and this son of a bitch won't fucking just take my.
I'm about to immolate everyone here. everybody get crisscross applesauce right now.
Everyone sit down. We're playing Duck Duck Goose. Dude, I was
a Buddhist monk is on the cover of Rage Against the Machine.
fucking I was doing the audio to the one with Steven to fire it up real quick on the thing.
I listened to most of it right here. It's good.
I can't remember if it was in that one where I was bringing up Washington, and I was listening back. I'm like, damn, I remember bringing up this whole thing I was going to talk about, and we don't even get to what I was.
How did we? Like, I didn't get.
Well, we were talking about what I was doing in Washington, and then I got distracted with like something else in Washington. But I wanted to brag about. I fucking, dude.
Anyway,
so Orlando. No, in Washington, I got fucking clowned in 3 days, 3 pounds of waffle crisp, and my boss was just jaw dropped. Because I'd get off work, we go back to the house, we'd like take showers before we go out to dinner, and I'd eat like 2 or 3 bowls of waffle crisp before we'd go to dinner.
It's like a.
I put down a fucking like a big
It's like
platter
the things they
wherever
fill up
we
a
went.
hotel like sort of crank thing. Like if they're at the. Dude, that 3 pounds.
We had to go. We were staying in a house, so we had to go to the grocery store for food for the week. And we were in the grocery store. They had the 3 pound bag Malto meal, like not General Mills cereal, like the cereal in a bag, so they can just give you a huge sack of cereal.
He walks on and you tap.
I actually, at one point, I was starting to get very self-conscious about like.
I would too. You should probably pack a little bit of your own cereal to supplement it next time. Because I'm not playing with you. That's pretty embarrassing.
Because like
there's a lot of fucking cereal.
No, you know, it's
eating
a gallon,
dry with milk.
A gallon of 2% milk.
So you went through all the milk
3
too.
pounds of fucking waffle crisp in 3 days. And
nobody else got breakfast.
So much. and I would come home. I'd I'd just start eating a bowl. Like I'd get home, I'd take my boots off, and then you just hear the fucking cereal clinging in the bottom of a bowl. And then he would go. Oh, I guess we could go to dinner a little later. You won't be hungry. I'm like, no, I'll be hungry. I'm ready to go right after this,
bro. Let's go now. I'll see it in the car.
I can just see this.
I just need something to hold me over.
I was starting to get so self-conscious because we had to do laundry, like not laundry, but we had to do the dishes. Or we had to put all the dishes in the dishwasher and wash them. I had to wash them before we left because I used all the bowls and fucking spoons. I used all the bowls and spoons in 2 days, and I had to wash them for my 3rd day to finish off the bag.
A trash bag full of cereal boxes in your closet like you're an alcoholic hiding bottles.
Then he goes, I'm going to go for a walk. I'll be back in a little bit. I start scarfing more cereal.
Bro, you're like you find some particle board and you're sanding it off, and you're like putting it at the bottom of the bag to push it up a little bit.
Stuff it.
Yeah,
stuff
stuffing
it
it.
up.
Oh yeah. You put something under the in a plastic bag. Like your boss starts drawing a line on where the cereal was in the bag.
Fuck. Oh my god. I wanted to talk about. I was so mad at myself. I'm like. I would go on a whole other tangent completely unrelated to why I bring up Washington. I'm like, I just wanted to tell Frank I ate 3 pounds of waffle crisp.
Like your boss is the type of guy who's not ready to process it's like something like that.
He was sitting at the table. He was like at the kitchen table doing work emails, and he'd look up every now and again, baffled because I would get up and go get another bowl and sit down.
What must he think of you? Like you're telling him like these weird like sort of mishmash third-hand adrenochrome stories, eating all the cereal. He comes down to the office and it's dark down there, and you see the glow of your cell phone. Watching him.
I'm holding it up in the air too. I'm like a weird ass fucking psycho. I'm in a chair wedged up with my feet up in the air. He's just like,
The cell phone's full brightness,
dude. There 100% have been times at work where they've come down in the workshop where my office is, and I am just either head back or head like in my tits, completely knocked out from my huge Wendy's lunch.
bro.
Dude, I'll get a number item and then 2 fucking chicken BLT sandos for the drive back to the office. Just because I need to eat immediately.
It's like train spotting. You're foaming at the mouth and like
I need a fucking hit.
Yeah, you're like after he gets the hit and the girl's like, "Come on, give me a hit." He's like,
Come on,
fucked up. Just sitting there. You're foaming frosty out your mouth.
I see that dead baby and I go cry and I'm fucking like ripping open my old wrappers in the trash can. I need a fucking hit.
I need a fucking hit.
As soon as I get my bite, I just fall into a fucking hole and I just disappear into the ground.
Dude, yeah, you get me into Wendy's and I get
Climb into the toilet.
finger in my chili and it gives me AIDS.
Yeah, you get toxoplasmosis or fucking
like
die.
and instead of was it it's the what do they spray paint on his friend's wall? It's like plague. Like it's something like plague fag or something. It just says fat fag is sprayed across my apartment wall. Like it's like plague junkie, plague junkie. Yeah.
Fat.
Yeah, fat big fat. Yeah,
big fat gay.
Yeah, big fat burger junkie.
A fucking burger junkie. You gotta get off the bergs, dude. You gotta get off the bergs.
I die from toxoplasmosis from my own piss. Because it becomes like
you're fucking just leaking out so much piss that you don't want to flush your toilet that much. You'll get it every 3rd or 5th piss.
I pretend like I'm getting into environmentalism.
Yeah, I'm actually going really green around here.
Yeah, and I get into like urine therapy, but like I can't. I'm not hydrated enough to piss out my own, so I got to get the pregnant doe piss from like Bass Pro.
Ew, it's so pungent.
Yeah, and it's like it's got a lot of healing properties actually.
It actually has a lot of really wonderful amino acids.
It's actually it
really good for skin.
Inflammation. See, I have toxic fatigue.
I have toxic fatigue.
I have mosaic Down syndrome, see, and it's like very high functioning Down syndrome. I
don't really look like I have it.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at masking and not showing my pecan eyes.
I actually. What if they referred to that as a Down syndrome beard? It's like they had not almond eyes. It's like, nah, he's got a beard.
You're wearing like little circular John Lennon glasses.
Yeah, dude.
People just think you're a big fat party animal.
I think, you just love Chinese women and fucking partying too hard.
Yeah, and there's like, boy, that party animal sure does have a big tongue.
That party animal fucking loves WWE.
Yeah, he's it's pretty cool that they still let him run the water bottles out for the high school football team.
It's kind of funny how he has a rival with that other one.
Yeah, he's really into Elvis.
Man,
that's what
this kid likes to count, and he loves Elvis.
Yeah, he he hates vegetables, and he loves
Hates it.
drinking beer,
Loves beers.
and cruising around with his mom in the minivan.
You know, dude, I've been seeing there's a.
You know, Brian fucking big timed me on
Yeah, dude.
in Deerbirds.
Yeah,
He's like, you don't fucking know me, bro.
Our
He's
special
like,
water boy big league
yeah,
you.
yeah. Like I'm like, what's up, Brian? How you doing? He's like,
Do I know
hey,
you?
yeah. He's like,
I'm sorry, sir, but
I'm like,
customers
fucking-
only.
Gee, Brian, fucking pretend like you don't know nobody, huh? Fucking
Blow up.
yeah,
act
forget
like
where
I
you
don't know
fucking came from, huh?
Dude, he rules.
Yeah, he was a shit. I like he rocked. Yeah, he was. I like how he was not afraid to just like bully Matt. Too.
And he wasn't afraid.
He fucked with Matt like that too.
I'm almost certain either he or Keishi called one another a retard.
That's pretty funny. Like,
It was tough, dude.
I think-
it's really tough to see one special needs person call another one like, "Why are you moving so slow?" It's called Down syndrome, not slow or some retard. It was
well-
something like that.
well, Brian, you had to remember he's like 40, so he's from a generation where he's probably like fine
Dude.
with retarded. Like,
Well,
he
yeah,
probably
he's
calls
fine
people,
with that. Yeah, but still,
Keishi-
in their heads, it doesn't matter how old they are. There's like. These dudes will carry 3 chairs to show the girl of their
sure.
desire
I think they only
that
carry-
they have the strength to carry.
they only get upset about the word retarded if they're taught that they should get upset about it. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, like because I mean that was the progressive term at one point.
It was a clinical term, it was a
Before that,
medical term.
Before that, they were a fucking.
Before that, they're all medically
idiot.
retarded. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before that, there was waterheads,
This big- yeah, this-
mongoloids,
yeah.
jugheads.
Yeah, this big nipplehead,
a big nipple head.
this nipplehead idiot. And boy, there was a time when that was the progressive term, you know, and before that it was
Calling
like
them pinheads.
yeah, it was fucking
Calling them stupids.
yeah, we called them fucking shit. I'm not even gonna say what we called them. back in
Shit. Back where I'm from.
but that's a character. A guy talks about back where he's from, but never
Never says where he's from.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Man, shit, where I'm
Back
from.
where I'm from, you wouldn't
that
be
shit
caught
wouldn't be
dead
fly, like,
wearing that.
That shit wouldn't fly where I come from, man.
What, you wearing another man's shirt? You wouldn't get away with that where
Yeah.
I'm from.
Oh yeah, you New
Oh
York.
yeah, Ricky, where you from? Man, you don't
Man.
want to. You don't want
Man, where
to
I'm
be
from,
from
you don't
where
ask
I'm
motherfucker
from.
that shit. Where I'm
from, all these motherfuckers about that shit.
Look, I ain't gonna tell you because
I ain't even about it because for real, I probably am wanted.
because like look, look. If I tell you
I
and,
tell
and that
you-
shit ends up getting back to somebody,
you know,
because my uncle,
back where I'm
my uncle is in the Shogun, the samurai.
See,
He's in the- he's-
my uncle back home where I'm
Yeah,
from.
my uncle, he's got this Corvette and
He's got a Corvette, and he had this copy of Austin Powers Goldmember before it was in theaters. I saw it.
bro, my
Dude,
uncle.
I had a kid try and tell me that he had the new Triple X Union Estate or whatever that was coming out when we were in elementary
yeah,
school. And I go, bullshit, Joshua. That shit doesn't come out till next week. He goes, I'll bring it tomorrow. And he brought like a burned CD and a blank case that just said Triple X, like XXX Units, whatever. The subtitle, yeah. And I was like, put it in and play it. He goes, no, we'll get in trouble. I'm like,
Holy
you
fuck,
lying
dude.
piece
Like,
of shit. You wasted
the-
a fucking CD
Yeah, you
just to
won't-
prove something to me.
It's some Todd Margaret level shit. Like right,
Dude.
yeah, that's shit, what was it?
Well,
Like,
we caught
my
him-
dad talked to this kid when he was like 13. He's like, he always talked about my uncle. Like my uncle's got a
uncle?
motorcycle. My dad's like, you don't even have an uncle. and he spazzed. Like,
You don't even have a
you don't even
fucking
have a
uncle.
fucking uncle. As
Hell yeah, dude. Telling a kid that they don't even have something.
Gage was my uncle kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm
That's
pretty
kinda
sure. I'm
fu-
pretty sure I remember him and my uncle in at one point. Dude, your uncles are all like drunks who spray insulation into their lungs until they're dead. Like,
Dude, the dudes that like install insulation without face masks because it makes them tough.
Victor.
Victor?
That's how Gage's dad died.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Bolt.
Oh, well.
He would always he had that tattoo across his back that said Alcoholica in the Metallica font.
That's
And he always called Hurricane Harbor Pearl Harbor. No, Pearl Harbor.
that's kind of tight.
Yeah.
Going to Pearl.
Yeah, Pearl Harbor. The water park part of Six Flags.
Getting dressed up in your new swim trunks.
Dude, yeah.
I'm going down to Pearl.
Yeah, went down Pearl Harbor. You know, like just imagine Japanese Mitsubishi Zeros like attacking that big bucket of water.
They just kamikaze flying into the fucking wave pool.
They're dropping those aerial torpedoes into the Thunder River.
Oh, dude.
The lazy river.
They got a 2-man sub in the
And
fucking
midget
lazy
submarine
river.
in the wave pool. Yeah, midget submarine in the wave pool.
Just fucking bombing and exploding people underwater.
Bro, like,
Dude, I would be terrified if
bro,
if it became Hurricane Pearl Harbor up in that piece.
Bro, you think? I bet you like they were probably trying to attack Hurricane Harbor, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because why
Isn't
would
there
you?
Six Flags in fucking Hawaii?
No.
Well, in this bit there is, and they just put it up, and they had the
Dude,
newest.
those people live in Hurricane Harbor. That whole
Those
state
dudes,
is Hurricane.
They tell
Harbor.
you, they go, "Oh, I live on the Big Island. That's just Hurricane Harbor."
Locals only, mijo.
Lukalea,
Yeah.
or whatever the fucking Kulukale,
Before-
whatever those islands are called.
Before I thought you was
That's just the big
Shampuki,
slide.
but now I think you. Now let's go eat spam. Let's go eat spam and get attacked by giant cockroaches.
Get attacked by giant cockroaches and wait in line 20 minutes for the big slide.
Let's do crystal.
I just went hella
let's do
Indian.
crystal meth and get mad at tourists.
Is there hella crystal meth in Hawaii?
Oh yeah,
Really?
they love it.
Really?
They can't get enough.
Well, I guess there's not much else to do when you're on an island.
Bro, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, it's, like, yeah,
Things can only look pretty for so long, I guess, until
mean,
you get bored of looking
imagine
at
how
them.
much prettier they look when you can focus that much harder and you can
Yeah,
see
dude.
more of it. You could say locals only that much louder.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Locals only. Dude,
Bro,
think about
you could come up
think
with
about
even
how much.
longer names for some random fish. Like,
Oh fuck
you know,
yeah, with more
yeah,
apostrophes.
yeah, you got so many K's and J's and like it's
Luca la papapapapulus.
yeah, and it's like this is why that you're us now. It's
Yeah,
because
dude.
you guys have spent so much time naming these fish.
You got so
And-
fucked up on speed. You're just like the rest. You're
Yeah.
basically a boony Missourian.
Well, that's their biggest
They're as
mistake
fat
was
as the Midwest.
the culture shock too of when the white people first landed on Hawaii. Like they had the whole culture where, hey, yes, oh, you're my guest, so you get to fuck my wife tonight. It's like you gave up. That's
You gave your
went
woman's
belly up.
hole to the guest.
yeah, because that was the island culture and stuff, and they had never had bad house guests until the white man came
man.
along. That like kind of
White
messed the
man
whole,
comes into your
Yeah.
house, doesn't take his shoes off,
Yeah.
kicks his feet
Suddenly-
up on the
suddenly-
goddamn coffee table.
You thought like suddenly it's not even a hot wife situation anymore. And you're getting straight.
You're just getting straight.
You got your
cooked.
penis in a little vice and
You got your penis in a Chinese finger
yeah,
trap.
yeah, and you got
Your ass.
Yeah, he's wearing your big old hat.
Dude. Oh man. What's with Pacific Islanders getting so huge?
Bro, they like, I don't know. Like maybe they don't get too tall.
They don't get too tall, but they have the bone strength and density of like a superhuman strength because it has to hold up a 600-pound
I don't know
by
if it
average.
does though. They'll just sit there eventually, kind of, and they have the water. They could go in and float around.
Oh, yeah.
and I've
Then
never
it's
seen a
easier
picture
on
of that
the
is
knees.
guy. That guy who's saying that somewhere.
yeah,
he's
I've
all
never
in the
seen-
album cover. He's in water. I don't think he ever got out of
Dude,
it. 'cause
matter of fact, now you say that,
like a
all of his
manatee.
concerts, he's in a small pool on stage.
he's in a
Shamu
he's
pool.
in an orca tank.
Yeah, they got somebody slapping the water. He comes up and starts playing the song. A little kid goes up and throws
Bro.
a fish in his mouth.
Bro, he was zooted out of his mind on crystal meth, and when he recorded that Somewhere Over the Rainbow at like 3 a.m. in a recording studio, he just shows up. I got a song, wide-eyed, and a ukulele. And I'm like, all right, and he sings like the beautiful rendition of Somewhere Over the Rainbow that's in like every fucking like every romantic comedy, every romance movie ever. And this dude's 700 pounds, speeding. He's out of his gourd.
Speed, he's
Yeah,
got
like-
a fucking breathing tube.
Yeah, and then I'm pretty sure he just like kind of combusted after that. Like, dude, I remember like you ever seen him scattering his ashes?
Was it a small dump truck?
Fuck load of ash, dude. Bro, they had to take him really far out in the ocean.
It would have ruined the tourist attraction at the
Right.
local beaches.
It's actually the smallest island. That's how it formed. It's when
They dumped his fat ass out there.
Yeah,
and his ass just formed a small volcanic island.
Yeah. And
Fuck yeah.
dude, honestly though, respect to any fucking fat person who just makes their mark on history.
Yeah,
in
and
any way possible.
you know, if he's that sped up, he's probably some sort of sex pervert, and he's gonna have enough money to either get hookers or there's these weird Polynesian, whatever the fucking Pacific Island freaks they are, to get in that gunt of his.
Obviously, they seem to be reproducing over there of some sort. I've never seen it myself, but like
some sort of sorcery.
Here's the thing. It's about that is, how did he play the ukulele if he's so wide? How could he reach both sides of it?
Well, if you notice, he stays cowboy chords on that uke because his hand can't go much further on that neck. His arms are so far away from the center of his body where that uke sits. His arms are so fucking far.
How many chords are even in Somewhere Over the Rainbow?
It's maybe 3. Maybe 4. I don't know. I'll give it a quick goog.
Dude, yeah, it's not that many. Like
Dude,
somewhere.
We're almost at an episode. We got to go up to the hardware store so I can get a snake to fucking get
A snake. I need a snack.
my damn man needs a snack. Take that E off that motherfucking
I'm
thing.
to snake a snack out someplace. He's like, give me something to eat.
But dude, I fucked up my my pipe. My bathtub and the and maybe the toilet. I don't know if the toilet is all fucked up, but
he's eating macaroni in the tub again. And
there he goes, eating macaroni in the tub.
He likes to cook it in the bath water with him.
Yeah, dude, I like to feel like I'm part of the noodle.
You call it a bone broth, like just because you get hard and make the macaroni in the tub with you.
Just because you're hard in there and you're stirring your pot of noodles with your dick doesn't mean it's a bone broth.
What's the big tube noodle called again? Like the
pool noodle, dude.
No, not that. Like the pasta, the one that's like the size of a
cannelloni.
I'll take your word for it. I'm not some
man. It got
not some
like the tube that gets stuffed with meat or cheese.
Yeah, it's about the size of a enchilada, but it's like
it's a manigot.
Dago version. Okay, yeah, you keep calling it your manigot. And I'm
you
like
keep stirring your pot.
I'm like, why is it the only manigot, and the rest of them are shell? The rest of them are fucking Rugrats or Hey Arnold macaronis. The rest of them are chicken and stars. Just the stars you strained out.
Fuck yeah.
And I was like, I'm not falling for that one again.
Listen, we gotta go to the hardware store because you're fucking up your pipes because your eating habits. And
I don't care how much red sauce you put on top of it. I'm not believing you this time.
And I'm not going to call it gravy, no matter how much you yell at me.
Bro, you want come back when you put some gray ass shit with little pieces of sausage on it, because that's gravy.
That's fucking gravy, dude.
You fucking
or
foreign
that
piece
brown
of shit
stuff you put on a turkey at Thanksgiving. Don't you fucking call spaghetti sauce gravy? You fucking helicopter.
Goddamn
wop,
spaghetti Jew.
Hell yeah.